digital single market. The digital single market has been in the news. What is digital single market? European Union, you know, has got 27 members. So this is the European Union. What is the digital single market and what has come in the news? A digital single market is one in which the free movement of persons, services, capitals is ensured, where the individuals and businesses can seamlessly access, engage in online activities under conditions of fair competition and a high level of consumer and personal data protection, irrespective of their nationality or place of residence. Now, this is what we mean by single market. So, the free movement of persons, services, goods, and capital is ensured. And the people can buy without any boundaries seamlessly, engage in online activities under conditions of fair competition with all the assured consumer and interest, protection of the consumer rights, as well as personal data protection. That is GDPR regulation, General Data Protection Regulation Act. And this is happening in the European Union. Now, European Union has represented 27 countries. UK has exited from the European Union, as you know. And so, this digital single marketing that has been talked about has three important pillars. One is access. But why it is the digital single marketing? What are its highlights and what it intends to provide? It intends to provide access, better access for consumers and business to digital goods and services across Europe. So, like I said, European Union. And then Euro environment. It created the right conditions and a level playing field for digital networks and innovation services to flourish. So, it's a level playing field, no tariff, no restriction. It can be free trade, and no protectionism to any nation or any country or any group. So that is a level playing field for everybody, uniform rules and regulation for one as a group of the European Union, 27 countries, and innovation services. So that those who are participating in this activity, trading activity, engaging in all these services, goods, trading activities, they should be given all this room and create a conducive environment for innovation so that the services can flourish and economy can take shape. Economy and society, maximizing the growth potential of the digital economy. So these are the three pillars upon which digital single market has been formed. And the reason is that, see, I will give you another important reason why what is called digital single market. There are 27 countries. Earlier 28 countries were there in the European Union. Each country has its own law, right? So if a player, like let's say Amazon or Flipkart or some people like such online platforms, they need to get permission for 27 in 27 countries. Every 27 country, each country among the 27 countries, each country has different rules and regulations. Different kind. So an agency, a platform, online platform company, player to go to every country and get the permission from 27 to 28 countries could be a Herculean task, almost impossible, very difficult, challenging one. So it makes it is not an ease of doing business. You can't do easily business. You should have a business-friendly environment. This goes against the spirit of that. So instead, if you have got a single window kind of thing, a single point of contact, and then you clear. So all the 27 countries do come together and breaking the barriers of those rules and regulations of their nation and come together as a one group. And so any the digital operator, online platform operator or player agency can do business easily with this individual group, one group, which is of 27 countries. So the rules and regulations so that come together as one, instead of going to 27 countries and taking separately permission from each country. So that is what we mean by seamless, and making this as a bringing down the barriers as far as the digital trade is concerned, and so that one rule is applied to all the entire groups instead of going to each nation and getting the permission. Now that is what we mean by digital single market. So what happened? Why in the news? Google has been hit with a 500 million euros fine by France's Competition Authority for failing to negotiate in good faith with news organization over the use of their content. So what has happened is, you know how Google functions. We all know Google search. So when we do search, immediately we get the information. So the Google gets the information from various agencies. But the grievance is that many of these news agencies, for example, development, for if you want any news, immediately you can have access. It comes from Fox News, or it can come from Sky News, it can be BBC or CNN or Al Jazeera. But they don't give a credit to them. Also, they don't give any economic or revenue share or profit to them. Well, Google gets all the profit. So it is not negotiating with the companies from which it is taking the information and giving it to you in your search. You think search is a very simple thing. No, it has got so much implications in terms of rights and regulations and the sharing of the information. So Google has been told, you please negotiate with the news agencies and other agencies from which you are taking the information in order to provide to your clients. That is us, all of us, whoever is doing the search. So in that case, as you are getting an enormous revenue, it is your duty to pay to them and not to violate this rule. But Google has not taken note of this. It was trying to avoid, and that's why France's competition authority has slapped with a 500 million euros to Google. So this is the news. This fine is the latest skirmishes, friction in a global copyright battle between tech firms and news organizations. So there are news organizations which I mentioned, like Sky News, BBC, CNN, and all that, and then also Reuters and many other things. And then there are tech firms. Now the tech firms are functioning like a lords, the tech giants. They think they could have their own way, and they get maximize their profit while exploiting the information of others and having not to pay to them. So it is important that there is a confrontation that is going on. Tech firms like Google or YouTube or this social platforms and also Facebook, they are not, they're getting the information, but they're not sharing the revenue with the news organization from which they are getting. So whatever your search is giving you the result of any news or any information, this is retrieved from one of these which is there by the news organizations. So they have taken pains to go to that, for example, situation in Syria or situation in Lebanon. So those correspondents of those news organizations or BBC or CNN, like Fox or Sky, go there, take risk, put themselves to risk, like their life at risk, put their life on the line to get that information and give you that news. While so much adventure, daring, risk and taken by the reporters and by the news organizations, they don't get recognized. The Google simply gives you the information retrieving from those without any economic benefits passing on to them, while it tends to gain enormously. So now this kind of friction is going on between now tech firms and the news organizations. Last year, the French Competition Authority ordered that Google must negotiate with the news organization to show extracts of articles in search results, news, and other services. So the French Competition Authority actually ordered, it served a notice. It said, Google, Mr. Google, you must negotiate deals with the news organization to show your extracts of articles. Because if you hit anything like federalism, you get an important, nice article in the Google. Where is it coming from? It is an article prepared by some news agency. That's why it is coming to you ready-made. Whatever today we are analyzing to you in the news every day by Mohan Kanda sir or by me or by Satyanarayana sir are the editorial news and articles. So suppose some of them, and when they were doing it, it is coming from some newspaper. It is coming from some news agency, right? And so there Google was told to negotiate with the news organization to show your extract of articles in search results, news and other services, whatever that you wanted to ask. You wanted to ask which is the country which has got the highest happiness index. So immediately it will come. So it is already prepared by some news agency or other the news groups, organizations. And that's why it is ready in place and it is getting ready-made retrieval of that and giving you in split seconds. All because it's all everything ready-made. And it is taking advantage of that ready-made information, retrieving it in split second, in a blink of an eye, but at the same time, not passing on the benefits to this news organization. Therefore, French Competition Authority said Google must negotiate deal with the news organization to show extracts of articles in search results, news, and other services. Now, Google was fined this 500 million euros in the authorities' view because it failed to do this despite repeated reminders and warnings. Now, this is the attitude of this Google and other these tech firms. They think they are above the rule, laws of the land, above the sovereignty of the countries. They want the customer, but we are the customers belonging to certain nations. Law of the land applied to us. There are rules and regulations. So Google or these tech firms and tech giants have to think that even those rules apply to you. You don't live in a vacuum. You also live in some part of the world where there is a country, there is a rule, there are laws of land. And you are also operating in some countries where there are different rules and regulations. And you must honor those, respect those rules and regulations. You cannot act as an independent body above this supreme over this sovereignty of the nations and also the rules and regulations of the countries. So you cannot afford to be supreme power. You cannot claim yourself. You are not above this rules and regulation. Hence, you must negotiate. Because when it comes to you, when it comes to Google, they are not negotiating. While they are getting all the benefit. And they don't seem to do it. So despite repeated warning and orders, Google was failing to do this and hence was fined. What is the issue here? The directive on copyright in the digital single market is a copy. So why Google should pay to the news organization? Copyrights violation. Because the news will be prepared by agencies, news agency, newspaper like let us say Hindu, Indian Express in Indian context, Times of India or New York Times. Okay. So all these are prepared by the agency. So that information is their copyright. Hence it could not be, then when you are using that information, you are violating the copyrights and therefore you must have an agreement of taking that information under permission of the copyright so that you don't violate the copyright and also pay certain lump sum of amount and honor the agreement of the copyrights. Copyright agreements have to be honored. So this is the main issue why it has come in the news. So directive on copyright in the digital single market is a European directive which has been adopted and came into force on 7th June 2019. And it is intended to ensure a well-functioning marketplace for copyright. So there are copyrights. We have to respect this copyright. Agreements have to be followed. Loyalty and particularly royalty, R-O-Y-A-L-T. Royalty has to be paid under the copyright. And so this Google is not paying the royalty to this new, it has not come to enter into agreement to pay royalty respecting the copyrights of this news organization and agencies. And yet it's providing us all the information free without having to pay them, without honoring the copyright agreement and without paying the loyalty, their due share of loyalty to those news organizations from which it is retrieving the information and giving it to us or you. So this is the issue, copyright violation directive. So it is directly violating that. European is a group of 28, now it is 27 countries because England has, UK has exited, that operates as a cohesive economic and political bloc. It extends existing European Union copyright law and is a component of the US digital single market project. So European Union is the copyright law because it's a single market. So it has a component of the US single digital marketplace. European Union is a part of the EU's digital single market. In 2019, France became the first European Union country to transpose a new digital copyright directive into law. So whatever the digital copyright directive was, it has formulated that into a law. And it was the first country to do so among the European Union countries. The law governs so-called neighboring rights, which are designed to compensate publishers and news agencies for the use of their material. So this is the thing. They are designed to compensate publishers and for their use of their material. Meaning, pay the loyalty amount, respect the copyrights, acknowledge that you are using them, acknowledge, and there is nothing like plagiarism, and that there should not be any unauthorized use of this information. Please enter into agreement and honor the copyrights and pay the loyalty. This is what to compensate the meaning pay the loyalty to publishers and pay the royalty to the publishers and news agencies for the use of their material. So this is the issue. Platforms such as Facebook and Google make a lot of money from content that is made by others. Yet they are not willing to part with that even little amount in form of the royalty. It has to be paid. The royalties have to be paid under the copyright, and at least it should. When it is getting making such a lot of money like Facebook and Google, but they are not. They're getting all the content, ready-made content from them, retrieving from somewhere. It can take from any part of the news agency and organization anywhere that exists in the world. Well, Google has such mechanism, but I'm getting into the information, but yet it is not paying the royalties to the for the content that it is using by those organizations. So the technology platforms, academics, industry pioneers, rights organizations are concerned of threats to freedom of expression and to open online sharing. So this is again another issue is there. Now the technology platforms, like all of us, we want to use online academics, students, like researchers, professors, experts, economists, scientists, industry pioneers, and rights organization people who are social activists and the rights organization activists are concerned of threats to freedom of expression and to open online sharing. This also will, if the royalty is being insisted, there will be threats to freedom of expression and to open online sharing, because this could turn the internet into a place where everything uploaded must be cleared by lawyers before it can find an audience. So it becomes a very, very cumbersome process, and perhaps somewhere it is posing a threat to the freedom of expression and to open online sharing of the information or access to information. Because of the three pillars of this digital single market, providing access to the services of goods and all to the information and the rules and regulation and all the necessary information is this open online sharing may be hindered because of this kind of conflict that is going on between the Facebook, Google, and tech firms and the news agencies. That's why this was fine was imposed. Idea to fall Google in line and conform and adhere to the rules and regulation and respect the copyrights and violation. At the same time, internet may turn into a place where everything uploaded must be cleared by lawyers before it can find an audience. Now, this can happen because every time you have to get an opinion of a lawyer, because whether this will attract copyright violation, whether you're, for example, you have prepared an article and you have published, let us say, then the particular another gentleman or somebody may point out that you have taken this content from my article, so you pay me the royalty. There will be these royalty wars everywhere. So also whatever you want to express, you may not be able to express. So there is also on the downside, this is the issue. On the flip side, this is the issue. Also can be a major problem. Where you need to, every time you want to upload an information, you want to be very sure that whether this will attract any royalty problems or a copyright violation, or somebody is going to sue you for copyrights. So this is there. There can be similarity of opinion. For example, I'm writing an article which actually is also very similar to many people who write their articles on a particular topic. So he may say that you are copied from me, or I may say that you are copied from my previous article. So this kind of debate can go on, and every time you want to upload, you are afraid that it may take you into some litigation. Somebody may issue a notice and slap you with a fine, or you can say that you have used my information, my content, and therefore you have violated, you are copied this information and not followed the copyrights rules and agreements, and that you have violated the copyrights. So this can come about, and every time you are launching, this may become a very serious problem, and that way you are afraid to speak, afraid to express, afraid to have a blog, afraid to have your own Twitter opinion on the Twitter. All this can create some many problems, and every time you have to consult a lawyer before you go on online platform, this becomes a very, very major issue. Today, we are just going with the ease as we drink water, as we take our breath, because that has been the core and the freedom of expression. It is as easy, spontaneous as our breathing. our drinking water, our breathing. And that is, it symbolizes the freedom of expression. Like we breathe, so also we express. But at the same time, these rules perhaps may come in the way, and every time you are going online, you may have to think twice that you may violate, or somebody may sue you a notice, somebody may challenge you with some litigation. So that's about the concern. Thank you very much. So that is the major digital single market and issues that are arising of the copyright violation. And I think to an extent, Facebook and Google also should come out with a mechanism to compensate, because they're using a lot of information. Whatever that you're getting ready-made, reckoner of information is coming from a repository of information that is built up by years of toil by those news organizations, news agencies. But Facebook and Google getting away cheaply, or rather freely with this, without making a lot of money, without even paying any of the benefits or economic sharing of the revenue, a little of the percentage of a fraction of their revenue also, when they make so much lot of money. Isn't it is right time to acknowledge, share the revenue, acknowledge, and also honor the copyright rules and regulation in place? Thank you very much.